Spooky.
Yo.
And we back.
Yes, sir.
We know they been wanting this, bro.
Yeah.
We know they been wanting this, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I love reacting to old school basketballs, like right before, like 2000 and I'm gonna say like 2008. Like everything, not everything after 08, but I like basketball when it was basketball back when they played with like grit and grime. So anything 80s, 90s, early 2000s, like
Right.
2000, 2001, yo. I love it, yo. I love it.
Now look, bro. This is the first,
sir.
that we ever seen. Larry Bird documentary, an hour and 21 minutes long. Of course, there's some on here, like 40 or 45 minutes. But when your boy Joey V did it,
Joey V be doing this thing, bro.
we had to, bro.
Joey V got like a few Larry Bird joints on here,
But
yeah.
this is first probably documentary though.
Yeah.
But for all our subscribers, bro, that's still Larry Bird fans. We just want to take the time and say we appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Mookie.
Yeah.
Let's get into this video, bro.
I've only heard the legend of Larry Bird.
Here's Magic off the mark. Lakers have several chances, and here's Larry Bird.
His career lasted 13 seasons.
I guarantee you I'll give 100% every time I come out. And if I get a torn toenail or something, I won't sit out. I'll play as hard as I can every night. And I hope I can bring excitement to the fans, and I'll never give up.
Shooting, passing, rebounding, defending.
Larry Bird would put fear in me and everyone else.
Feared by his peers, respected by his rivals.
Everyone remembers Larry Bird, the iconic score.
And I remember one of the first practices, he told me and Reggie Lewis, he said, I want to play you guys 1-on-2.
This is probably the best defensive unit out there for him.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I want to play y'all 1-on-2.
If I'm in the NBA, no disrespect to Larry Bird, you gotta see me 1-on-1. You ain't ready to disrespect me like that. Yo. Hey, yo, y'all two right there, I want to play both of y'all. What?
We gonna go to 10.
Watch out, yo, check up, man. He probably fried me, Joy. 11-1, yeah.
Told you let him play with it.
Come back to the bitch. Yeah, sure, you should have played them 2-on-1. Yo.
With the pass through the legs of Sigma.
Then when we started playing, he was cooking everybody, but talking and telling them about it.
Puts that in the can.
Only two other players won the regular season MVP award 3 consecutive times, as
Larry
Bird
Bird
did. Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain.
The interpretation. Another steal by Bird.
Larry earned 3 consecutive MVP awards.
The Celtics are on a roll.
Did Jordan do that? I'm pretty sure he did that, right?
3 consecutive MVPs.
Yeah. Or unless he just won 2.
He might have did it, but it was like later on in the night. I think he did do that though.
I know, it's crazy. I know Shaq did it.
Yeah.
I know Jokic was. I think Jokic was supposed to do 4. But they.
I don't think
you
Shaq
can't.
did he do 3? Because he lost one to Steve Nash.
I think Shaq did 3.
3.
I think so.
Because he was averaging like 28 and like 15, something like that. Something crazy like
I was,
that. That's video game numbers.
I was happy when my man AI snuck in there.
Yeah, he deserved that too.
Yeah, I
Charles
was happy.
Barkley deserved it.
I think he won that over Kobe, right? That year. AI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a couple dudes too.
Yeah.
He was cooking everything. Yeah.
Put on a uniform to go play a game.
With 3 seconds,
I put on a uniform to win.
Bird will try another jumper
Shot, boy.
and hit it at the buzzer. Bird has 60 points. Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him. Larry Bird scored 60.
He was one of the greatest players that ever laced the
I ain't
ball.
see that.
The
College,
Celtics
baby.
never had a losing month during the regular season when Larry Bird was in their lineup. He was that kind of player, that kind of influence.
He played in the most physical era of basketball.
Your era, it was so much more
See what
physical.
I'm saying?
And
Look,
stuff was
he
just
held
settled
them
on the
though.
court.
They
It was
backlined.
When
fine.
toughness was required.
The 80s, when I played, there was a lot of cheap shots. And a lot of it happened after this. If you're going in and you get fouled, and the guy goes ahead and tries to That's a free foul.
He gave everything he had, all while hanging 3 banners in the rafters.
There's something about those banners in the rafters.
Diving for loose balls, sacrificing his body and longevity for immortality.
I can't change my style of play. I got to play like that every night.
Right.
Renowned for his shot, remembered for his iconic moments.
Not just the ability to pile up numbers, but the ability to come through in the clutch and under pressure.
Larry, legend.
And the fans started chanting, Larry, Larry.
Why does the Wi-Fi only seem to work in this room?
You need Verizon Home Internet.
How did...
Oh, I let myself in.
Larry Bird comes from French Lick, Indiana, a small rural town with a population of just over 2,000.
He could play, but he didn't have NBA stamped on him. He was 6'1", 135 pounds, super slow. But he could play.
Growing up with an alcoholic father and in one of the poorest areas in the nation, Bird's future looked bleak. But like with many of our greatest athletes, the pressure of poverty and despair forged a diamond in the rough.
Well, my confidence came from me shooting basketball by myself for hours upon hours. I didn't pick up the ball on a Saturday and decide I was going to score 40 a game.
You could always count on a full house. We had 2,800 people in town of French Lick, and our gym held 2,300. So
Bird sprouted to a height of 6'7".
It was here in a close-knit community that Bird acquired the work ethic and value that would build a Hall of Fame career.
He averaged 30 points and 20 rebounds a game.
Well, I was always a very good rebounder in high school and college.
That's a crazy number.
Yeah.
30 and 20. And in high school, nigga.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. 30 and
bro,
20.
Like, I just thought of that. Yo, you know that boy averaging 30.
I always had the ability to seek out the ball and go get it.
This is bird country. Oh, this is bird watching country, but this is a rare bird.
When Larry graduated from Springs Valley, he did what any good Hoosier basketball player wants to do: play for Bob Knight at Indiana.
At first, Larry attended Indiana University.
But at age 17, Larry Bird had never been more than 50 miles away from home for longer than a weekend at a time. His stay in Bloomington lasted just 24 days. Saying he felt lost and out of place, the local hero was headed back home.
He returned home, a disappointment to his family.
Let my mother down. She didn't talk to me for 2 months. But it didn't matter what other people said. To this day, I don't care.
After dropping out of school at Indiana, Bird worked as a garbage man.
He was working for the city streets department when he got the news that his father had taken his own life.
I was madder after the funeral because I thought he sort of cut out on us during a tough time. But, you know, he went through a lot in his life.
An assistant coach from the Indiana State Sycamores refused to let Larry quit, pursuing Bird, until at last he committed to return to the court.
Yo, this is
Bird
literally
headed to Terre Haute
nowhere
in ISU.
university, bro.
Hi, bro.
This is nowhere university, bro.
What you mean?
Don't nobody know who they is.
Well, Indiana?
Yo, they not no powerhouse or no Michigan State or Wake Forest or North Carolina. Nah, bro.
He is now.
Huh?
He is now.
Them? The Sycamores? No, they not. Matter of fact, they did just have a good season.
No, I'm saying, what
This is the Sycamores, bro. This is not Bobby's Knight, Indiana, bro. This is another school.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
No, this ain't Bobby Knight. No, this is a whole nother school.
Oh, all right. My bad.
A lesser school with the lights ain't as bright. You feel me? This is what he needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
School that never so much had been to the NCAA tournament.
Great pass.
Bird quickly made up for lost time.
The first thing they say, well, they don't play nobody down there.
Once I started playing, it's the same old thing. You know, he's at a small school and he ain't playing against anybody, which is fine. Still dominated.
I started making these wild passes, and
Back to Bird. Great pass. Oh, what a play.
Larry was a phenomenon. A big man who could shoot and pass like a guard.
This is Bird country. Oh, this is Bird watching country, but this is a rare Bird. 33, the center, a 6'5"
He was a center?
Larry.
That's
They had him at center?
I'm gonna stop me, y'all. It's so many incredible facts out there.
Bro, they had him at center? In college?
Killer.
The way that I came in there and sit out my year, and nobody really heard about me, and then all of a sudden.
Oh, the jump shot was coming there. He was looking for it. What a pass. What a pass.
The press and the media come from all over to Terre Haute to watch our team play. I think that caught everybody by surprise.
You're looking in on a very frantic Wabash Valley area. This is the first time that Indiana State Sycamores have ever been on national television. And are they ready? They think they're number one.
And good for the college, it was good for the community, and it was good for the players. Everybody involved. It was just something that happens once in a while.
Bird comes up with it, puts it up, and it is good.
In 1978, Bird was drafted by the Boston Celtics. Bird was a junior at the time and had committed to returning to college for his senior year.
Right.
Most teams weren't willing to draft a player who wouldn't play for another year.
They could draft you a year early. He went back to school. The Celtics took Larry with the 6th pick, if I'm not mistaken, in 78.
The year before.
Right. And he went back to school.
That's right.
Basketball's secret weapon was no longer a secret to the rest of America. The Sycamores, who were unranked in the preseason polls Larry's senior season, breezed through the regular season unblended.
In his senior year, Larry Bird showed the Boston fans why he was worth the wait. He led the unknown Indiana State Sycamores to an unbeaten season.
Guess who they going up against? He Player of the Year, Sports Illustrated, all the magazines got he on the cover.
Right.
Bird mania gripped the college basketball world.
I think he was a mystery to the extent that he wanted to be a mystery. He didn't enjoy doing interviews. He didn't go out of his way to do them. He wasn't particularly good at them.
I start to read materials that you're very quiet and you don't enjoy talking to newspaper people.
Well, you know, there's different kind of newspaper people. There's people that try to push you. You know, there's people try to get things out of you. Things don't even pertain to basketball, and them are the type of people I like to stay away from.
Bird had become a national sensation as he led the unknown Sycamores to an unbeaten season and transformed them into college basketball's miracle team.
Larry Bird and the Indiana State Sycamores. Bird leading the way with 23 points.
The first thing we wanted to happen was Larry to touch the ball. And that was our goal, was get it in his hand 75% of the time that we had it. And, you know, it worked.
Larry carried his team to the national championship game. And the dawning of a historic rivalry was set to take place.
Prior to that NCAA tournament, still was the most watched NCAA Finals game in NCAA history.
It was the most celebrated confrontation
You know who
in
that is,
college
right?
basketball
You know who we're going
history.
up against, right?
Huh, bro?
You know who we're going up against, right?
Yeah, Magic.
All right, cool. I ain't know that. You making me proud, bro. I ain't know you knew it like that.
My basketball history better than yours.
No, never.
My basketball history better than yours.
Got to be crazy. Never.
From French Lick, Indiana, Larry Bird.
In my case, people really didn't see me play on national TV. I was from a mid-major school. We were undefeated, and we're playing against a Big Ten champion, and I think it just caught everybody's attention.
Number 33 at guard.
Yes, sir.
Sophomore from
That's my guy. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
Magic Johnson.
Michigan State was a perennial powerhouse. Their superstar, Magic Johnson, was poised to be the #1 pick in the draft.
You know, in that game that we had, still the highest rated final in NCAA history.
Go back inside. Bob Heaton is not a guard. He can play guard and play forward. Bird inside.
Tough.
Got a college game looking like an NBA game.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy, yo.
Basketball's player of the year, Larry Bird.
basketball's miracle team.
And they hadn't been ranked since.
That's right.
And they weren't ranked before.
Yeah, that's right. And we put 2 guys on him. We double teamed him. Right.
Anytime Larry Bird touches it, there are about 3 people in his area.
I'm surprised they didn't play a box on 1. You know, 4 guys on Larry and 1 on the other 4. Because they didn't have a lot of time.
It was crazy.
Larry Bird used his left hand. Remember, he has a broken left thumb on that left hand.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
What?
Please don't take this out of context or racist. Please.
Here we go.
But
Here we go.
It's usually the opposite way around.
Yeah.
And for Larry Bird to for people to put a double team on Larry Bird, it's usually like, yo, let's double because he killing us. But Larry Bird
and the double team still ain't matter. He's still sneaking in and
yo, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Larry Bird ain't white. He cream.
No disrespect. It's all fun and jokes, bro.
That's my guy right there.
Rebound Donnelly. The secondary players are not hitting that perimeter shot. Oh, Lord!
Woo! Give me that.
Play by and he saves it. That was an alley-oop pass almost, trying to get it into Kelce.
Though he came up short of winning it all, Bird had established himself among the fans.
It's all over. Michigan State University, national champions, 1979.
Damn.
Not only were you leader on offense, I thought you did a great job on Larry Bird in the zone, denying him the ball.
How fitting. He goes to the Celtics. You go to the Lakers. And we know this rivalry in the 60s. That was the basketball.
A statue was erected in honor of Bird's historic college run.
Bird had been drafted by Boston in 1978 as a junior eligible. His impact on the Celtics was immediate and palpable.
When I first came to Boston, they had a couple bad years there, and it was sort of rebuilding time. They came in with a new coach, and I didn't know what to expect. All I wanted to do was go out and play every game and play hard and see what happened.
National Basketball Association, in its 33rd season, is troubled by diminishing crowds and declining television ratings, signs that fan interest may be waning.
The NBA was struggling as viewership plummeted year after year.
One of the rule changes that the fans are so interested in, of course, is the three-point play this year.
Yeah, it's going to add another dimension. It's going to be exciting to the Devil, actually.
Bird made the jump to the pros, joining the Celtics, who had drafted him last year. Excitement for Larry's pro debut was intensified.
But once I got to the Celtics, the one thing I really remember about the first game is somebody let a dove out, or a pigeon, a white bird. And I knew right then that it was something special.
When Larry Bird made his NBA debut, a fan released a dove, which majestically flew across the garden.
And the fans started chanting, Larry, Larry.
Comes into a standing ovation here at the Boston Garden.
He was a savant on the court. Like, just a savant. Like, 2 plays ahead on everything.
Goodness. And one. And one.
Anointed as the team's savior, Larry would indeed salvage and restore the pride of the Boston Celtics.
Bird along the baseline, underneath to Max.
The Celtics were a last-place team, fresh off their worst season in 30 years.
There he is. Fresh.
Right. They looked to Bird as a savior of sorts. Diving for loose balls.
Give me that.
Laying it all out. Who knew this 21-year-old kid from Indiana would be the cornerstone for a franchise and help elevate the NBA to new heights?
And away with 12. Celtics have got 3 seconds, too. It's good! Yes, indeed!
It didn't take long for Larry's all-in attitude to endear him to fans.
Number 33, Larry Bird. 7-foot shot is still working, and there's the Bird. Could be Rookie of the Year and maybe Most Valuable Player.
He's also the leading scorer on the Celtics now, 21.5 points a game.
Well, gee whiz, Larry Bird, I think is the best. He's just the very best.
Take that.
Involving all of his teammates, the Celtics saw a dramatic turnaround from the year prior.
Leading the Celtics to the largest single-season turnaround in NBA history.
And one. Oh, my goodness.
The 80s looked bright for Boston. Thanks to the star power of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the NBA was soaring to new heights.
I think the adjustments come pretty quick, and I'm very happy with the way things turned out in Boston because it's been very easy. All I do is show up, play basketball, and things have been going well on the court, and so everything else takes care of itself.
Who's your ex? Marciano. Yeah, I'm not you. Wait, the guy in there? Yeah. He cheated on me.
The Celtics have lost only 18 games all year long.
The Celtics won 61 games in Bird's rookie season.
The year before Bird's arrival, the Celtics had gone 29-53. But with Bird as a rookie, the team improved to 61-20.
Yo, that's
capturing the league's best record.
Bird averaged 21 points and 10 rebounds a game that season.
I wonder, dude, when you what holla at me.
Yo, they won 20 something games the year before. They went straight to the first seed, bro.
No, that's crazy.
One player?
That's wild. No, that's wild.
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
crazy.
I wonder, do the NBA, bro, when you bring because the NBA was on a decline, viewership wise and stuff like that.
Right.
When you bring that type of caliber to something, you think they give you like a low percentage of the NBA?
No, you ain't that important. We still run the show. Hey, you take this check and
we talking about
sit down somewhere.
But you gotta look at it, bro.
Percentage of the league's earnings?
Not percentage of the league earnings, but they give you more gratuity than
they
usual.
They give you an endorsement
and what, and probably high salary or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely gonna line your pockets. But back then, since they didn't have a lot of money, because everything was tanking. You know what I'm saying? They had to make their money off endorsements, Pepsi and
stuff like that.
A lot of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Magic and Larry had the same sneakers, bro, just in different colors.
Right. Purple and yellow and white and green.
No, the black and white. Yeah, Larry was a gangster. He was black and white.
Season and was voted Rookie of the Year. He had turned the franchise around. His clutch play would become the stuff of which, well, legends are made.
Bird was named Rookie of the Year, beating out Magic Johnson for the honor.
It's always great to play with great players. It makes the game a lot easier. The one thing that we did my second year, we picked up Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale.
In 1980, when the Boston Celtics traded for Robert Parrish and a draft pick which became Kevin McHale, no one could have imagined the glory and camaraderie to follow.
Tiny to Bird.
To support Bird, the Celtics acquired Robert Parrish and drafted Kevin McHale.
Brittle Box could be the greatest GM ever was.
Quickly ahead to Bird, behind the back move. Dumps it to Parrish. Yes.
Kevin McHale's don't come around very often. And Robert Parrish.
With Bird setting the tone, the Celtics played with furious intensity.
Score the goal.
He was the key that made the team run.
The best player on this team, without question, was Larry Bird.
Bird's game elevated even further in his second season as he got his NBA legs beneath him.
Suffice it to say, there may never be another front line to compare in greatness with the big three of Bird, Parrish, and McHale.
His back's on the offensive board on the cut to Bird. Reverse layup is good.
How did he make that one? I want to tell you, I didn't think he was going to shoot it.
2 points.
We had a team there when we won in 81. I thought we was going to win 5 or 6 in a row. We had that much talent.
Boston seemed destined for a title.
His first championship, how does he get there?
All right, let's see where Quinn goes with it. Larry posts up to the hoop. Yes!
In the playoffs, Bird quieted any concerns about the Celtics' youth and inexperience.
1981.
Larry
Larry Bird, 24 points, 10 assists, and he just makes it look easy.
Sweeping the Bulls in the first round.
Larry Bird.
Mechanics of that jump shot.
Bird in there again with another rebound. He had 17.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, the mechanics of that jump shot look so basic. It ain't pretty. It ain't nothing.
My man got that carnival wheel jump shot.
It ain't.
1981, averaging 24, 13, and 7.
The Celtics were primed to make a run at history.
He's spinning and all that,
Larry Bird, unbelievable pass.
But Dr. J's Sixers seemed to have the Celtics number. Bird's Celtics found themselves down 3-1. It was time to put up or shut up.
But that title and their hopes for a new Celtic dynasty are in jeopardy tonight. Down 3-1 to Philadelphia.
Any adjustments made from Game 4 to Game 5?
From Game 5 on, the Celtics seemed like a new team.
Game 5, Larry Bird
off
had
me.
facing
Get off
elimination.
me.
32, 11, 5, 3, and 2.
Pass by Bird. Larry Bird just hit a lightning quick pass at the right moment to tie
For
it.
Bird, impacting the game on both ends was paramount.
Collins pulls up. Bird with the rebound.
Give me that.
Fighting for rebounds.
It's over. The Boston Celtics, who are down by 6 points with 1:28 to go, and Bill Fix is a winner tonight.
Right.
Every time somebody puts out a top 5 that doesn't have Larry in it, I gotta go, what are we doing? You know, I think we sleep on him because he wasn't a highlight dunker. He was amazing.
And we were down 3-1, and we won Game 5 in Boston to go 3-2.
An incredible atmosphere, electricity, capacity crowd.
Game 6, 25, 16, 4, 2, and 2.
Down by 12, they need a rally. Bird comes off with 2.
There were 5 games decided by, I want to say 7 points in that series. So we knew it was going to be nip and tuck all the way to the end.
Right.
Bird goes up, the basket counts and a foul. Larry Bird.
Man, I really miss 80s basketball.
Another tie. The Celtics try to keep it alive.
Tempers were hot.
Moses Malone and Robert Parrish, baby.
He just does the shooting part, but he does the workman's part.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
That's why the man is so special. He plays this game with such total dedication.
Bird, rebound, basket good, and a foul. And Hawkins and Caldwell Jones, and that'll do it. The game is over. Boston has won.
Oh, and he still put it in
Teams
there.
have come back from a 3-1 deficit to fourth. A 7th and win a 7th game.
Storming back to tie the series, Larry had forced a Game 7 back in Boston.
And with this victory, Larry Bird, who faced Boston with 25 points and 16 rebounds, could feel a definite shift in momentum.
We felt it really shocked him. It really tore him apart because now it's 3-3 and we're coming back to the Garden. And that was just a game. Whoever had the most guts and the most determination was going to win that game.
Right. Back to Boston, and there's people like there's the like I didn't realize that because I'm new to Boston. It's my first year being out there. 18 minutes before the game, we went out to warm up. There wasn't an empty seat, and there wasn't one person standing, and they stood the whole game.
It all came down to one game.
The Boston Garden is a curious mix, void of modern conveniences, but equipped with a brash personality.
The Boston Garden tucked between the Central Artery and the old Madison Hotel.
They're down 3-1 in this series. And Game 7, 23-11, 5, 5, and 2.
And you mentioned Larry Bird. When it comes down to the crunch, he's always there. So far, he's been the outstanding player of the series. You can't play much better than Larry Bird has played.
The 76ers got out to an early lead once again, but Bird willed his team back.
He had the ability to lift his game to an even higher level just when his team needed it the most.
Nothing could stop Bird at this point.
It's off. They go to Bird. Isolated with Jay. Spins around him.
Get up, me up.
Boston relentless on the offensive board.
He was on, And when Bird was on, the Celtics won.
Bobby hitting outside and no good. Bird. Boston will try to tie it under 3 minutes to play. Larry Bird going to the basket. Foul. He's fouled as he goes in with 2:51.
Bird tried to kill him. The Celtics across the finish line. Making clutch play after clutch play.
Bird's foul shots knocked the score at 89.
Dawkins goes in, misses. Here comes Bird out of the pack. 1:05 to go. Larry Bird.
Celtic domination was
Why wouldn't you get on him, like, bro?
Yeah, knowing that he hot.
Why wouldn't you get on him? It was like a whole 3-4 feet between them.
I already said he looked like he was slowing down. He dribbling with his right hand. Man, y'all niggas crazy. I would have been
I tackled him with something, bro.
Because in basketball drills, you always hear stop the ball.
Right.
You feel me? Ain't nobody stop the ball.
It's the outside shot. You have to hit the outside shot under these conditions.
Who virtually willed the game in Boston State.
The win sent the Boston fans into a frenzy.
They probably whooped his.
Like, yo, I know you ain't just do that, man. Don't nobody say nothing to him. Let him walk back. Let him think everything all right. As soon as he get to, as soon as he get to his whistle, his locker, we gonna jump.
Yo, boy, game 6, 1 second.
Game
left.
7.
No, game 7, 3-3.
Yeah.
1 second left. You throw that? Hey, we down 2. Yeah, he deserve his tail to be whipped, yo.
Yeah,
You get back to the locker room, yo. I'm whipping you, yo, for real, yo.
I know you ain't just do that. I know you ain't just do that.
They ain't even get a shot up, yo. Damn.
3 in a row, man.
They come back.
All right, hate it.
Game 5, 6, and 7.
A scene unlike any.
That's when the crowd can run on the court, baby.
Tremendous emotion. A great series with great players. You couldn't possibly ask more from basketball.
It was down 1.
Houston's waiting for Boston. That also will be a great
He did
One of the
that.
best games I ever played in my life. It was a 7-game series, and every one of them was just full of excitement.
Coming back from the brink of defeat, Bird and the Celtics had overcome a 3-1 hole and were headed to the NBA Finals. In the finals, the Celtics would face off with the Houston Rockets.
Oh, Lord.
Boston would like to cut this to a 1-point game.
Larry Bird has been outthinking opponents all season long.
I hope this wasn't when they had drafted Hakeem.
Nah, I don't
This wasn't when they drafted Hakeem.
I don't think so. I don't see him on here.
Okay. All right.
The variety of categories in which he leads his team is evidence of his remarkable all-around skill.
Larry Bird. Follows his own shot.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Larry Bird.
Hooping shit.
College, please.
92-91.
That was the spark as Bird took control of the game
He
with a
hooping,
dazzling
baby.
display
He
of
hooping.
all-around skill.
In just his second year, Bird had taken the last-place Celtics all the way to the top.
And then Game 6 of the finals against Moses in Houston with the title on the line had 27, 13, and 5.
1:47. You see the time. Archibald, Henderson on him. Tiny will come back out and reset. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
A three-point shot by Larry Bird. He's hit 3 of them down the stretch. I don't know if you can have any more ice water in your veins than he's shown in this game. 27 points for Bird. you see 2 seconds, 1, and
they won a championship.
The Boston Celtics.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship in 1981, and they have become the 14th.
Oh, that first year they played the Rockets in championship.
Yes.
Okay.
Winners for the Boston.
This is second year, yo. Second year in the
crazy.
league, yo. He win a championship, yo.
Only people I know did that was bench players.
Yo, that's crazy.
You heard what I said?
Yeah, you.
No, only only people I know that did that was bench players, and what I mean by that is when you come from a draft or you're a rookie and you just go on a good team, you've been sitting on the bench the whole year and you win a championship.
Well, that's crazy, bro. His first year they went to the #1 seed.
Facts.
Second year they won a championship.
Nah, that's wild.
And he been in the league 2 years.
Yeah, he changed the game for sure.
That's crazy.
It was a tough series. Moses was on a tear all year, and you win that first championship. That's very special.
For Bird, it felt like just the beginning.
For the 14th time, the Celtics have brought the NBA World Championship home to Boston. And thousands of fans mobbed Logan Airport this afternoon to greet the young sports heroes with champagne, beer, and cheers.
I ain't like all that fame. I ain't like the fame.
They celebrated the title in style. Thousands flooded the streets to cheer the Celtics.
Whoever said winning isn't everything, it's the only thing, apparently had today's citywide celebration in mind, where estimates of 40 to 50,000 screaming fans showed their appreciation.
When we won our first championship, I told our team, I said, we got to win at least 4 or 5 of these things or we didn't do our job. Because I always thought that we left them on the table.
Well, I spent about 2 minutes up in Mayor White's office, and all them people up there dudes running around asking for autographs. Now I know why they're on bankrupt.
After we won the championship in '81, I felt like we had a good enough team where we could start a destiny and win a lot of championships. Unfortunately, there for 3 years we didn't do much, but from '84 on, we played pretty well.
He was the biggest star in the sport.
You know, every time you pick up a magazine, there's an article on Larry Bird. The one Sports Illustrated comes to mind. It's a living legend.
The next season, the Celtics were the best team in the regular season.
Today from the Spectrum, the Celtics shooting for their 15th win in a row.
28 seconds. Bird slap pass to Archibald.
Real good.
Probably a little off balance.
Ooh.
Working with our family has its advantages. Like
Bird with the steal behind the back to Nate Archibald. Back to the all right, fantastic.
Because I feel that if it comes down to the last shot of the game, I should be the one to be able to take it.
Count it down with me.
Bird had become known as the best closer in the game.
Maxwell. Max puts it on the floor.
Why would
6? Bird in the corner, double fake.
You can't play no better defense than that,
Larry Bird hits it with 2 seconds left.
A killer who thrived in the clutch.
He had a quality that went beyond his skills. He was a winner. He was a champion.
Larry with the break in the middle. Bird a runner.
Bird was better than ever in the postseason.
Finds Bird. Won't go. Bird the rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Head to McHale.
Probably making a pass that, like I say, is a group of people standing there and think about it in your mind instead of doing it.
He had the ability to lift his game to an even higher level just when his team needed it the most. And that's what defines greatness in any athlete. Not just the ability to pile up numbers, but the ability to come through in the clutch and under pressure.
The Celtics ran into their rival, the 76ers, yet again.
Uh-oh, Eastern Conference, baby. That's when it was good.
My whole life.
Excuse me, Jay, and Jay gets it started. There's the first basket of the game.
And Larry
he holds down a lot of his talent to benefit the team a lot too. And
Strong move to the hoop by Larry Bird of the Celtics.
Despite another great series from Bird,
3-on-1. Irving.
the Celtics would come up short against Dr. J's 76ers.
The Sixers
they
are
won
now
the
within
championship
9
that
again.
year,
We'll put it
too.
in play for the Celtics. 2:20 left, third quarter, 81-60, Boston. Bird is the man. Fall away. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
In a moment that highlighted the Boston fans' disdain for LA, they cheered the 76ers in the Garden.
And then something unique happens. From the Boston crowd comes a ceaseless pounding chant.
Can't stand that shit, bro.
Huh?
To the Sixers,
You can't stand that
chant.
Why, yo?
Lakers fan, bro.
Oh,
Been a
okay.
Lakers fan, bro. When we had our rivalries with the Celtics, bro.
Yeah.
Same chant.
Hey, beat LA. That's great. Let's listen. Jim Harrington, executive producer. Michael Burks, our producer.
82, I still feel like that was one of the lost titles from that era.
We always had good teams, and it always seems like injuries got in our way, which it does for a lot of teams.
The 76ers didn't beat LA. Magic Johnson, Bird's rival, had captured a second title.
I grew up, as we all did, being a Laker fan.
Yeah.
But I patterned my whole game how I wanted to play and approach after this man.
Bird was hitting his prime.
he keeps getting better and better.
Larry Bird.
And when that little friction machine starts going.
If we watch Reggie Miller, I never even thought about that. And us watching more of Larry Bird, like the catch and shoot, the fadeaways and shoot, the just grab the ball, look at you and shoot. Reggie Miller do all that, bro.
Yes, he did too.
I never knew that.
And he had the range too.
What?
Back then. He had the range just like Bird back then. Bird had
And
range.
me not knowing Bird and me knowing Reggie Miller before Bird, bro, just the passing, and once he get the ball, he letting that thing fly.
Yeah.
And me looking at Bird, I'm like, wow. I was like, where did he get that from? But Reggie Miller just seemed like he just did on a different level to where as though he's shooting threes, he's shooting this, he's shooting that. He was even though Larry Bird was an ultimate everything. Reggie Miller was like a ultimate scorer.
Right. Fact.
You feel
That's
me?
a fact. That's crazy.
Going off, he's in a world of his own.
A wild shot. And Maxwell converts. It counts and a foul.
And that was a heads-up spectacular play by Larry Bird.
And there isn't anybody in the world that's going to stop him. And when he gets it going like that, it's awesome.
It was so much fun to play with this guy. First of all, you get yourself involved in a game, and you would get caught looking at him as he performed, and it was strictly a performance.
These are two red-hot teams. Larry Bird on a steal. Double team, and Bird knocks it away to tie.
Orchestrating the offense and attacking on defense, Bird was quickly becoming the most dominant player in the league.
Bird.
I want the ball because I'm supposed to produce them situations. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, but I want the ball in a crucial situation.
Baseline on the sideline, and the guy just gets it and lets it fly. But
all right, Max is going to inbound to the Celtics. Whoever catches that ball is going to have to put it right out. Max looking.
Lord have mercy. One leg. Bang!
And the Celtics win it!
Shot it off with one leg.
Bird hits and the Celtics win it! 103 to 101. A three-pointer by Larry Bird at the buzzer.
That thing which we sometimes think of as a cliche, that the great player is not just a tremendous performer himself, but that he makes those around him better, applies here.
I think it's the epitome of that statement when you talk about Larry Bird. He absolutely makes everybody around him much better.
Gets lulled into steal by Bird. Allen. Ahead to Buckner.
And one.
Larry Bird. He's been on a roll, hasn't he? 33 points. What's he got? 16 rebounds.
85%. Jesus.
15 rebounds. Okay. Get the interpretation. Another steal by Bird. There he goes.
He does it all.
Happy birthday, Marty. Oh, no, you don't. Let me get this.
Thanks. You're too kind.
I've heard that.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
Why does Wi-Fi only seem to work in this room?
You need Verizon Home Internet.
How did...
Oh, I let myself in.
The Celtics are on a roll. Larry Bird puts the Celtics ahead for the first time in the game. They have scored 11 unanswered 5:45 left. Bird the steal. Lead pass to Maxwell. Say goodnight.
How can you compare, like, bro, when it comes to, like, oh, Melo was a great player. Oh, James Harden was an amazing player. By Larry Bird doing everything. Defense, this and that, and
they running the offense,
scoring, he doing everything. Then you got players in the league now that be like, yo, I try not to play too much defense to save my energy on offense. And you know,
Man, that ain't what you get paid to do.
But you know that's how they be looking at it. You got Melo. I'm only naming these two. I know it's plenty more, but I'm only naming these two. Melo, James Harden. Two perfect examples. They always had a problem with Melo defense.
As soon as you say that, I just think of laziness, bro. They wasn't lazy back then. They went to work back then.
Right.
You get up, you get paid to do a job. You go to job, you go to your job, and you go to work.
Yeah.
You go to work.
You got some players saying, I'm giving y'all 35, 40 points a night.
Yeah.
So I'm playing defense, but I'm not going 120 like this.
Oh, man, listen, bro. If somebody employs you, I don't care who you basketball or not.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They're taking a chance on you, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're taking a chance on you.
Yeah.
And to show them your worth, you feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to go out there and perform whatever task that you perform, whether it be working, athletics, whatever.
Right.
So give a person your best every time you go to work. And it might not be that way every single time, and you might not have a good day every single time.
Right.
But if you wake up, a person is paying you to do a job, go to work, man. Show this person that you're worth. You feel what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have a good day every day. It is what it is. You feel?
Right.
You heard what he said. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think the league soft?
Man, yeah, the league's soft, man. These dudes be complaining about.
So the Celtics increase their record to 18-4 now after 22 games.
The Celtics look like contenders again.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on the USA Cable Network.
But Milwaukee with a 3-0 lead. And many of the fans in Milwaukee walking around with brooms tonight.
1983, he was swept by Sidney Moncrief in Milwaukee in round two.
The Celtics watched most of the playoffs on TV last year because the Milwaukee Bucks beat them badly.
The Celtics were swept by the Bucks, and the dream of a Celtics dynasty was quickly ending.
In his first 4 years, Larry had brought the Celtics back to the top of the NBA. But by the 1984 season, it had been 3 long years since he'd won a title.
The future was now uncertain, as the Celtics seemed to be wasting their championship potential. But for Larry, the season would be one of his greatest, becoming the best player in the league and leading the MVP charge.
Along with the long hours of practice Bird demands of himself, there are many more demands put on number 33, from the media to living up to what people expect off the court as well as on.
Your era, it was so much more physical, and stuff was just settled on the court, and it was fine.
The 80s, when I played, there was a lot of cheap shots, and a lot of it happened after the whistle. Like you're going in, and you get fouled, and the guy goes ahead and tries to...
Angry, and he is.
See, look at him. Look at Barkley, man. Look at Barkley. Yo, there's some clowns, but I wish I was out there, man. Big back Bird, man. Hold him.
Let me get a good shot. You just see him, man, Irvin like,
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's actually funny as hell. Hold him up.
The court, and it was fine.
The 80s, when I played, there was a lot of cheap shots. And a lot of it happened after the whistle. Like you're going in and you get fouled, and the guy goes ahead and tries it. That's a free foul.
That show's Barkley, man. Look,
And look at Jay hitting Bird as he's being held from behind.
People, I don't think people look at him and think, oh, he's a white guy, slow guy.
The chubby white guy, he wore us out.
Round 2 against the Knicks and Bernard King, another guy on our list. Averages 30,
guess what?
11, and 7.
They wasn't getting suspended a bunch of games.
The
None of
playoff
that.
game of his life up to that point. Game 7 against the Knicks in round 2.
Bird is steal.
In the playoffs, the Knicks were extremely physical.
Bird is double teamed.
The series would go back to Boston for a Game 7.
Larry Bird takes the first shot of the game.
With his back against the wall, Bird had a playoff career high, 39 points.
Bird. 17 for Larry Bird for 3.
Larry Bird had 39 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists.
Is the matchup between Bernard King and Larry Bird, the two vying for MVP honors. Look at that.
Fighting it on defense as best he can.
Now with Hulu on Disney Plus, your favorites are in one place.
Let's take a roll call. Meredith?
The crowd is chanting MVP for guess who?
Well, he gets my vote, to tell you the truth, because he does so many things on a
The
basketball.
Celtics were headed back to the finals, and Bird had cemented his MVP case.
The NBA most valuable player is, to sum it up in one word, simply the best. And when people look for adjectives to describe this year's winner, many insist that he may be the best player ever.
In the finals, the match everyone was hoping for came to fruition.
You know, we were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
At least we got the game in our court, and our fans will be hyped up, and it'll be fun.
Of course, you had the Bird Magic, take over the 80s. The Bird Magic Celtic-Lakers Finals were like the Ali Frazier.
In each of the last 4 NBA World Championship Series, either Magic or Bird has competed. But this is the first time that the two have gone head-to-head for the title.
Well, I was excited being in the finals, but playing against Magic, that was something that I always dreamed about since he beat us in college.
And welcome to Los Angeles, the city of stars and expensive cars.
The 1984 NBA World Championship Series was a media circus.
And then in the finals, against Magic and Kareem and the Lakers.
And everybody.
Game 4, with the Lakers
Jack out
leading
there.
the Celtics 2 victories to 1.
Historic struggles between the Lakers and Celtics had defined the NBA.
Down to one game.
Bird gets
Tough,
the layup.
yeah,
Wow, he knifes his way in.
The ratings were off the charts, and the NBA was bigger than ever.
And here's Larry Bird with another rebound. He has 11 in the ballgame. The tip controlled by the Celtics. Here's Bird going for 3, and he has it.
Now, Magic and Bird were writing a new chapter in the rivalry.
Unsuccessfully. Here's a steal by Larry Bird.
And we always felt
offense, defense.
If we played the Lakers, we could always do something here to take the heck out of it.
Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy.
Kurt Rambis was clotheslined by Kevin McHale.
I think Larry Bird can beat you even if he doesn't score a point on the basketball court.
Get them thinking about if they're going to get hit or somebody saying something. It takes them off the
you
game.
helped them up, man.
They like to get it out, run, and just keep pushing. Get in their flow. You got to take them out of that flow.
Bird fights Kareem. Swings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry Bird.
The Lakers' cool was blown. Instead of setting the tone, they found themselves retaliating, and their well-honed concentration was disrupted.
Bird had one of the great playoff games ever played.
Great players like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson love to be in this situation.
Bird went to the line with a chance to tie it up.
He makes one. And the Celtics tie it up.
The game went to overtime, and Bird would be called upon once again in the clutch.
They'll have to get more scoring from Wilkes and Kareem before it's over.
Out of here.
I don't
Celtic fans high-fiving all over the joint now. Points. And the rebounds, the Celtics 33 rebounds to the Lakers 12.
Get out of here.
Larry Bird! He has been sensational. The kid from French Lick, Indiana. He's got 31.
18 on the shot clock. I think the Celtics will use most of the clock here.
Oh, fell.
Nearly a steal.
Oh, Lord, Michael Cooper fell.
Dennis Johnson with Cooper all over him. He can't do a thing. Bird.
Give us on.
Hit. With 16 seconds to go.
The shot proved to be the game winner.
Listen, you couldn't give him an inch or he would just shoot it right in your face. He was dominant at both ends of the court.
The Lakers arrived in Boston.
Mr. Stern comes in 1983, and he capitalizes on two people. One name was Larry Bird, another name was Magic Johnson.
Playing in extraordinary heat, both teams would have to dig deep.
Boston Garden was a sauna. The place had no air conditioning. And inside, as the temperatures reached into the hundreds, the Lakers tried to relax.
They still went to work.
Are entering
They still went to work.
place in this city, literally.
For the Lakers.
No, both teams, man. That's how the league was back then. No AC, bro, and they still went to work. You know how many dudes would have complained about that today?
Nah, for real.
No, we can't play. No, postpone the game. No, none of that.
Now is a reason to complain about that, though.
Huh?
Now would be a perfect reason to complain about that. They got too much money not to have AC. They got too much money.
Look, yo, you missing what I'm saying.
I get what you saying.
They still went to work.
Yeah, facts. When it's time to work, it's time to work.
When it's time to work, it's time. Ain't that what you say?
Yeah, when it's time to work, it's time to work. Yeah, so they ain't care about none of that. And then it was still millions of people in there.
Yeah. We all sweat.
The generation saw. It only probably would have been 60 people in there. Look, I watch it from home, sure. Yeah. You feel me? Damn, yo. This different, yo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. This give you a different lighting of the what's this? The 80s and 90s movie?
Yeah, 80s and 90s, man. People was just made of different stuff back then.
Right. Yeah, that's
why,
dope.
yo, like when we say certain things and all that, bro. Yeah, man. And then, you know, we go to our day jobs and we listen to these dudes.
Yeah.
Bro, get away from me. What are you talking about, bro?
It's really better than it was back then.
Yeah, yo, we got it way better than back then. You complaining about this and complaining about that. Yo, I can't stand a complaining grown man.
Right.
Bro, you here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not here for nothing. They're not paying you for your looks, bro.
Right,
like, bro,
facts.
let's get this done.
Yeah.
There is no air conditioning in this ancient building.
And the loud and rabid Boston fans cheered them as if on a crusade. How hot was it in here? Game 5 and Game 7 in '84 against the Lakers.
They said it was 105. All I remember is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the oxygen tank to his face.
The Lakers will have a bottle of oxygen alongside their bench.
Larry Bird gets an offensive rebound.
Was an
Still went to work.
rebound, averaging 10 rebounds a game for his team.
The score is tied at 26. The game started over 97 degrees here at Boston Garden inside, and I'm sure that's been raised a few degrees.
Bird dominated the rebounds, once again giving his team the edge, turning second chances into points.
This is game number 5. A steal by Bird. It's just tied 2 games apiece.
Bird scored 34 points. He had 17 rebounds.
Larry Bird. Haynes finds an open.
Shout out to the Celtics coach. The plays that he was running, he put the
I ain't
format.
gonna lie, bro. I'm a Lakers fan, and these things is awesome, bro. How he put that together.
Yeah, they the formation, bro. It seemed like the Celtics is playing like they're in college. Now NBA is just like a lot of freelance. It's not. It's some plays, except for Golden State Warriors. You know they run, but the 4 men in the paint come out on the curls like, get me open, bro. It's not too much isolation ball. Like the coach, whoever the coach was, I don't know if you know who he was, but
not back then, bro. I can't.
Incredible.
Quick Bird takes Rambis. And the Boston Celtics have in resounding fashion, with a big second half, have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121 to 103.
A 34.17.
Smoking a cigarette, man.
Bird had an extraordinary game, scoring 34 points on 15 of 20 from the field and grabbing 17 rebounds.
Back in L.A., the Forum was packed.
So on a sunny Southern California afternoon, the Forum is our setting. And the Los
They get too much money in LA for them to not have no AC.
Angeles Lakers must win here.
Showtime, baby. Showtime offense. Pat Riley.
Crowd was in a frenzy. They had seen Boston Garden erupt and went all out for the Lakers.
From the start, the game wasn't close. The Showtime Lakers steamrolled Bird and the Celtics. The Lakers' win would send the series to Boston for a Game 7.
Los Angeles Lakers have evened this NBA World Championship Series at 3 victories apiece, and they did it in dramatic fashion.
And Abdul-Jabbar scored 30 points to lead all scorers. Larry Bird had 28. A dramatic victory by the Lakers.
I thought we played like a bunch of sissies. We just didn't do the things that took for us to win a championship.
Everything is back there to be had. History, the Boston Garden, retired numbers, world championship banners. We have a chance to do something that no other team has ever done. Go back to Boston Garden and win a world championship on that parquet floor.
The series returned east. The Lakers had lost the home court advantage, which rested now with Boston.
Back in the Garden, the heat was on.
Track of the temperature here in Boston Garden, and it says 91 degrees. That's inside. Outside is pretty delightful, Tom.
It's outside. It's pretty delightful.
Complete with summer nights.
You can't put this at the park, man.
Where the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers get ready.
They was trying to play at the park, I sure.
Man, we got to take this outside, man.
For the World Championship of Basketball 1983-84 is game number 7.
The fans erupted into thunderous applause.
Well, you said it, no question that Larry Bird, the man the Celtics will live or die with tonight.
An electric atmosphere.
Bird going in. Jack Nicholson does not have as good a seat here in Boston as he does in L.A. Here's Magic off the mark. Lakers have several chances, and here's Larry Bird.
Dang.
This game is Larry Bird. I mean, he's doing everything.
Oh, God.
Be right behind Kareem to make the steal. Lakers trying to cut it to 1. And he loses it. Again to Dennis Johnson, who's going in against Cooper again.
And one.
He's fouled. And Dennis Johnson hits the free throw.
Johnson's free throws gave the Celtics a 5-point lead.
It's not like this now, but it seemed like home court advantage was important back then.
Oh, yeah. The energy.
The refs probably was super dirty back then, yo.
I hope not.
I can only imagine that little Hollywood LA refs. That's gambling.
40 grand was a lot of money back
then. And that's these stars.
Yeah.
And they say these dudes that's making a lot of money.
Right.
Look, Sean. You feel me? Like, I'm talking
I
for
got
real.
80 grand for you.
Yeah.
You call this play, and that play. That's rough.
Bro, so not only Larry Bird is beating these dudes, he going against the refs. He going against, bro, it seems so much complicated back then, bro.
Yeah.
Just to get a win. Each series that we watched was like 3-3.
Yeah.
3-2.
Yeah.
I didn't see too many 4-0s, yo.
No, they going back and forth, baby. This is a heavyweight fight.
It's crazy, yo.
But this what it was, man. Worst watch.
No basket. A foul was called.
I'm saying like it was
Win
real.
the title in 7. He's Finals MVP. They have 2 overtime wins in that series.
The Celtics had done it. World champs.
Final second. Cooper goes for 3. It's over.
Larry pushing everybody. Larry trying to get out of here.
The NBA World Champion. 15 world titles. Another banner will be hung from the rafters at Boston Garden.
Bird had defeated his rival Magic and helped Boston secure its 15th NBA championship.
Larry Bird was chosen the playoff MVP.
It's my pleasure to present the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the NBA World Champion 1984 Boston Celtics. Congratulations to Red Auerbach, number 15. What a way to go.
He was now the
Oh, they used to give you the trophy right then and there back then. They don't wait for like a whole another year to
ceremony.
Get.
They did have that.
But
in the moment, why can't you give them their trophy? Yeah, come on, man.
It was so realistic back then.
Yeah, bro.
So
like
realistic.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's so realistic. Like
they did have that ceremony. But we're gonna give y'all flowers right now.
Disputed. Biggest
commissions, everybody stay after chilling with him. Look, my man got a cigar in his mouth. You feel me? They cooling. This NBA, you feel you win a championship, you celebrate, you take your picture. That's home. We'll holler at you next year.
Star in basketball.
All your Celtic fans around the country and the whole city, it's just something that's unbelievable feeling, because it seems like your team, the team that you're on, brought this many people together in a short period of time. And it's just amazing what a championship will do for you.
But it was the extraordinary measure of the man that despite the unusually high standards we judged him by, he so regularly exceeded those expectations.
Larry Bird would have another MVP season.
Actually, after winning the World Championship, after being the MVP of the playoffs, MVP of the league, what an honor that is, MVP of the league.
It sure is. You know, after going through a tough season like you do, then at the end you start bringing in awards. It's really a great feeling because you know you accomplished something.
Tonight from the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, the Pistons host the Boston Celtics. The season is not even a quarter old, but the world champion Boston Celtics are making a mockery of the so-called title jinx. Since 1967-68, no team has won back-to-back titles, but the Celtics seem determined to buck that trend as they stand alone atop the NBA with a 15-1 record.
Bradley outside on DJ, around the pick.
Yeah, you right, them curls is crazy, bro. That one. Oh my goodness! Give me that.
Tips it ahead to McHale for 2. Well, Robinson the board, and the Bullets can take the lead. Bird the steal.
He recorded his 10,000th career point.
Man, give it to him. You're right.
Claiming him better than ever.
Out there. And that is point number 10,000 as Larry Bird has gone over the mark. The Celtic players knew it.
That was awful quick, too. It didn't take him long.
Sure didn't. Just a little over 4 minutes. The 9th player.
Some people around the league say that the Celtics actually are playing better basketball than they did a year ago, winning championship banner number 15. And some are also saying that Larry Bird perhaps is playing even better than a year ago. Is that possible?
It's possible because he's looking to score more.
I always like to take a moment to show young Jordan highlights.
Here the guard is from North Carolina, 6'6", number 23, Michael Jordan.
On a distant world, you faced the enemy. And all the while, you were vacuuming. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Dennis Johnson and McHale had a wide open layup.
Here's Jordan.
The first true great deep shooter of any era. The first star player that it was truly a weapon for.
Bird for 3. Oh, it's blowout time.
The Celtics were a well-oiled machine.
Get out, me.
He forced the shot and he made it.
You just celebrated your 28th birthday last month, and coincidentally, you were the player of the month in the NBA in December, averaging 27 points a game, 52% field goals, the best ever, 90% of your free throws, getting 10 boards a game, 6 assists or maybe 7, and also just leading the league in three-point shots percentage-wise.
No. Rebound to McKenna. Stripped away by Bird. Gets it to Paris. What a play by Bird.
Last year they had down here, and we had an up here, and we're playing great, and they're playing great. So I look for us to be in the finals to see who plays the LA Lakers.
The way it's going right now, you're going to be MVP twice in a row, maybe the world champions twice in a row. Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greats of all time.
DJ again to make the inbounds pass that double teaming Bird. Larry fake, fall away.
And he had no room, yeah. They had no room.
Because I consider myself one of the better shooters in the world, and if it comes down to the last second shot, I would rather be taking that shot, because over a period of a whole year, you get in the playoffs, I've probably taken, 200,000 or 300,000 more shots than one of my teammates. Now, would you want to go to him, or would you want to go to the guy who's taking that many shots over that course of a year? So I always feel that I'm the guy they should go to, because I feel I'm the guy that's going to hit the shot.
Right. All right, here's Dennis. Gets it into Bird. Larry, a runner.
Got it! Ball game's over. Boston wins.
You guys probably never even seen Larry Bird play. How many have seen Larry Bird play?
Hey, everybody's seen Larry Bird play.
That's not a high enough percentage. We got some work to do.
Right.
They don't know. It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Down low for Bird with position. He fakes it and shoots it good.
Against the Hawks, Bird put on an all-time performance.
Great touch. As Johnson misses a shot, rebound Bird. Bird on the baseline. Great.
Using the ball like magicians.
Oh, what a pass. Great. Larry Bird to McHale. Bird on the drive. The runner. Is good again. You're seeing a greater performance as you'll ever see from Larry Bird. Bird. They open the right side. Bird the fall away.
Ooh.
He drills it again. That's the best shooting I've ever seen in the game.
Yes, indeed.
Bird with 52. Right corner, Bird bomb.
Burying one impossible shot after another.
Hits it again. Bird has 54.
Bird set a new franchise record.
There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds. He got fouled.
Look at the bench here. Look at the bench.
He even had the opposing team giving him cheers.
With 3 seconds, Bird will try another jumper.
60 points.
And hit it at the
He went on. Yeah, it's time to go home.
Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him. Larry Bird scored 60. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
Bird won his second straight league MVP award.
World Championship Series. The NBA's most valuable player for the second consecutive year on the Boston Celtics, Larry Bird.
The MVP didn't really, after you win one, to me it really don't mean that much to win another one. The thing that you try to go for is the championship. Because once you win an MVP award, it's yourself. You're by yourself.
Right.
Once you win an NBA championship, the whole city's involved.
Ron Anderson in the game for the Cavs in the backcourt, replacing World.
The playoffs felt like a formality.
Gets around him, puts it up and in, and a foul to go with it. That is vintage Larry Bird.
Again, he's the defending champ, comes into the playoffs, league MVP again, averages 35 and 11 with 6 assists in round one.
So can this guy.
The Celtics were on a collision course with the Lakers.
Holding foul. Oh, wow. And they score the goal.
is a phenomenal shot.
They dismantled the Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals, but that Lakers team in '85, nobody was beating them.
They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the Boston Garden, where the Los Angeles Lakers hope to achieve something they have never done. The Los Angeles Lakers, by winning 2 of 3 at home in the new format of the NBA, have achieved a 3-2 advantage. They want to stifle the Celtics here today and be crowned the 1985 world champions.
107-97, and it's as if no one is at Boston Garden right now. That's how quiet it is.
That's got to be the ultimate thrill for the Lakers.
Kareem hits again with a skyhook. The Lakers could win their 3rd title, Tommy, in 6 years.
The loss to the Lakers was a sad end to an otherwise historic season for Larry Bird.
Must be magic. Now that's who this shoe was made for. The Converse Star Tech with the unique unisaddle design.
1986, what many people, not me, but many people consider the best team ever. It's his 3rd straight league MVP. He's going to finish it with another Finals MVP.
With Bird, the Celtics moved the ball as well as anyone. While most of us were born with 5 senses, it would seem that Larry...
Crazy. Converse had the league in a chokehold, ain't it? Yeah. Converse.
They came back out though. You know when dudes was wearing like jerseys and all.
Yo, yeah, they did. Yeah.
I ain't wearing. I was a slick dude. I couldn't put them.
Bird has a 6th, and that has transformed the way the Celtics play basketball. Has a team ever passed better?
Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick, had already secured his place in Celtics lore.
But don't worry when the Celtics return to the road. Their exploits away from Boston Garden have been almost as noteworthy as their near-flawless home record.
He guided his team to 2 titles and had won 2 league MVPs.
With a record of 60 wins and 13 losses, these Celtics have every reason to be confident. Today they'll be shooting for their 27th straight win at home.
They were playing basketball at such a high level.
The Celtics dissected opponents with deadly efficiency.
And the shots are so easy when they come off the pass. Nearly 70% of the Celtics' field goals have come that way in the playoffs.
He could affect the game in so many ways that he became a force multiplier.
84 and 86. I thought in 84 we got lucky and came back and beat you guys. But in 86 was a team that I thought was our best team in Boston.
Well, but very little from the inside. Walton to DJ, out to Bird. Larry the
Rock. I played on some really good teams, but nothing quite like that one. Bill Walton made a lot of difference.
Walton trying to keep it alive. It's going to be
this Celtics team is widely regarded as one of the greatest teams ever.
But Bill Walton was the key. Bill came in and coming off a lot of injuries for a lot of years, felt relatively healthy. And we felt if we could keep him on the court 10 or 15 minutes a game, we're probably going to win a championship.
Kind of skip it through to Bird underneath. Brian passes it to Walton. Back to Larry. Under to Robert. 2!
We stayed pretty healthy. I think Bill played in 80 games that year, and we just felt that nobody could beat us, not in a 7-game series.
Ropes the sideline. Then Larry in the middle. Off to Parrish.
I've always felt that, and still feel that that's the best team I've ever seen in this league. I'm sure Magic's got a team he liked to throw up against it, but to me personally, I thought that's the best team ever assembled since I've been in the league.
Right.
Down and out. Parrish again. And it goes in a foul.
Larry took part in the inaugural 3-point competition.
Looks like he's found the mark, Bill. Larry Bird on his way to victory here in the long-distance shootout.
To no one's surprise, Larry won.
Magic is the one that made us want to play point guard. We had to watch it. And Bird is the first big man we saw shoot threes.
Okay.
Our winner here in the 3-point long-distance shootout.
checks have my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. My teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came back and lucked out, really.
The league was brimming with young talent gunning for the league MVP.
My name on it for a week.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball.
Woo!
Larry Bird, just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time after time after time after time.
Larry Bird continues to play the way he's been playing. He'll be on his way to a 3rd consecutive MVP award. And there are only 2 people who have done that. Their names are Russell and Chamberlain.
Bird.
First time I came to be a Boston Celtics, I'm going to go out and play, and Larry walks in and walks right up to me as if he'd been thinking about me all day. He said, "Hey, I get all the shots on this team. Just because Kevin or Chief are not playing, that makes no other opportunities for you. Now get your butt to the weak side and get some rebounds so I can shoot more."
And then when Walton showed up, it just seemed like every game was like you were trying to do some weird thing you've never tried at a basketball court.
Bird kept it alive to Walton for 2.
Bird played the Blazers left-handed, telling them he was saving his right for the Lakers.
Trailblazers coming up on the schedule. Larry Bird turns to his teammates and says, "You know what, fellas? I'm going to play tomorrow left-handed."
Another left-hander by Larry Bird.
Goes out there and scores 47 points. Not all of them left-handed, but a lot.
Another 2 points with the left hand to Larry Bird if you're counting. He's got 31.
Away from the ball. Dennis Johnson, 10 seconds the clock. You watch it count down. Blazers up by a point.
He dropped 47 on him, including the game-winning shot.
Watch live and local news on a variety of networks with no...
Larry Bird with 3 seconds left. Timeout for Portland. 47 points for Larry Bird.
Bird would secure his 3rd straight league MVP.
He now joined Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in the 40-year history of the NBA to win the league's MVP award 3 years in a row.
Larry Bird joins an elite club, which only includes Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain.
It was a coronation for the Celtics and Bird. A dominant season, a dominant postseason.
The playoffs would be a mere formality as the Celtics dropped only 1 game on the way to the finals.
They sweep the Bulls in round 1. They beat Dominique in Atlanta in round 2. Woo. They sweep Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
So they're 11-1 en route to the finals.
Yeah, that run was one of the greatest runs we ever had in Boston.
And welcome to the aging Boston Garden, an arena that was built back in 1928 for $10 million. You probably know this place now as the center of the basketball universe.
Here at the Boston Garden, where the Boston Celtics and the Houston Rockets get ready for basketball battle in game number 1 of the World Series of basketball, the NBA Finals.
So welcome to the 1986 NBA Finals. It's the Houston Rockets and the Boston Celtics.
The finals were a beatdown, as the Celtics were simply the best, and no one would deny them their 3rd title.
In those finals, they're playing Houston. He averages in the finals 24 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Is 2 total assists shy, I think it was 2, of averaging a triple-double for the finals. He has 29 and 12 in Game 6 to win the title.
2:38 remaining in a tie score. 12 ties and 16 lead changes tonight. Walton, who's been there before.
Ooh, open.
Hits, and the Celtics lead by 3, and who else but Larry Bird.
We already lost 2 games to them. It's very talented team, but we were the superior team. They were young, and I didn't think they could ever win 2 games.
Danny and the Walton. Walton hauls it back out to Bird.
He ran all the way back.
A 3-point field goal to Larry Bird.
Now it was up to us to go out as a veteran team that's been there before and play like we've been there before.
Closing out the Rockets in 6, the Celtics were once again world champions.
They beat the Rockets twice in a row.
The Boston faithful were at their best, storming the court, as was the tradition.
They win the title in 1984. They lose in the finals in 1985. They win the title in 1986. Bird is league MVP all 3 years, finals MVP twice.
The city of Boston, after all, has put on more post-NBA championship celebrations than any other city. It should come as no surprise that they know how to do it and do it big for a Celtics championship party.
I had no doubt that I'd be here this year, no doubt at all. There's no doubt in my mind that the Celtics would take it all the way.
The most successful team in the history of pro basketball locked up title number 16 on Sunday. The theme for the day was Sweet 16.
Well, if I was working, I should be working for Edison, but Edison's on strike, and even if I was working, I'd be at this party celebrating Celtics World Champions! So Boston celebrates once again, and these fans will tell you no matter how many banners are hung in the Garden, it never stops feeling good.
A tremendous season, a tremendous celebration.
Larry Bird carried the trophy high, just as he has carried this team to the pinnacle of the game.
The Bird hysteria reached new heights.
87, I went out. Converse wanted to do a commercial with both of us. Okay. I flew out to French Lick, Indiana, where he's from. Converse made a pair of Bird shoes. And then we started talking. Right. Like two little boys. Right. And, you know, we're similar. We grew up poor. We're both from the Midwest. We love the game. We love to win, you know, on and on and on. And that's when our friendship evolved and grew. And we've been friends ever since.
More commercials, including several iconic ones.
One knee. Which knee? Get in there. Off the expressway, over the river, off the billboard, through the window, off the wall, nothing but net.
The Celtics raised their third championship banner of the Bird era.
But you gotta love the Garden. Where else can you wait in line 36 hours to sit behind a pole?
This is probably the best defensive unit out there for.
Larry Legend had solidified his place in history.
Puts that in the can.
Don Nelson wants a timeout. 8:34, and they're on their feet in the Garden. Celtics by 4.
Nissan major motion play of the game does involve that passing skill of Larry Bird. He gets both the awards.
But the next year, injuries began to attack the Celtics.
The next season would see Boston decimated by injury.
Even shorthanded,
all the time is
Bird
undefeated,
carried
baby.
the Celtics into the playoffs.
Larry will take it.
Yes. Mickey Johnson backed off and Bird accommodated.
On an Easter Sunday, Larry has got 40.
Larry Bird just did a total tune on whoever guarded him. I mean, they try to physical him today, bounce him around. They try to finesse him. Nothing worked.
You left the bad blood on the court for the most part, but not with Lambier. You never really ever liked Lambier in any social situation.
They still don't like each other.
And it's because he was a dirty player. Try to hurt him.
Then in 1987, seemingly exhausted, he has he sweeps Jordan in round 1.
You need Verizon Home Internet. Get fast, reliable coverage in every room.
Yeah, he was one of the guys, you shoot a jumper, he tried to slide his foot underneath your ankle so you twist your ankle, and it's because he was a dirty player. Right. Bill tried to hurt you.
Then in 1987, seemingly exhausted, he has
I think he throwing the ball at somebody in front of him. He throwing it all the way at Lambier.
You shoot a jumper, he tried to slide his foot underneath your ankle.
Kevin Rodman got into it, yeah.
That's why Parrish
Did he really
always
used
went
to do
out. If you watch any of our old games, Parrish was always twisting his ankle against the Pistons.
Again, yo. Up.
Against the Pistons, Bird had one of his most iconic moments.
Against Detroit, they're tied with the Pistons, 2-2.
And one. And one. And one.
Averages 36, 10, and 7.
Bird.
Including in Game 7, 37, 9, and 9.
I want to see how they're going to play the inbound. Are they going to give them an idea of a clear target?
I think I wrote once that out of the 25 greatest moments of my life, I think you're involved in like 7 of them. I think that Bird steals the ball might be in the top 5.
You need to get a better life.
17 seconds to go. Bird set to inbound. Boston down 1. It comes to Dennis Johnson. Dumars.
The pivotal game in the series, and Detroit is up by a point.
Left side, Bird. Eyeball to eyeball with Mahorn. Goes baseline. Rodman's the ball.
He got the ball out of bounds. It's in the hands of Isaiah Thomas.
Who's got it? Detroit ball with 5 seconds to go.
All they've got to do is get it in and execute, and the game is over.
I went back to a player, and I seen Lambeer go into the baseline, get the ball. And I thought a timeout was coming because I knew they had a timeout left. They could advance the ball, but Isaiah gets it and throws a lob pass.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly.
Give me that.
Bird steals the ball. The Celtics win the game.
Stolen by Bird on the cut to DJ. Yes! Yes, and a foul! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Now this balcony is rocking and swaying right now. It's supposed to be made of steel. What a play by Larry Bird.
So that is 4 straight trips to the finals in a period where he's winning all the league MVPs.
If you look at our teams, 4 years in a row we went to the finals.
The 87, that was when Parrish had a sprained ankle. I think Danny had a sprained ankle.
I was the healthiest one on the team.
You were the only healthy one.
In '87, I was the healthiest one on the roster. That's not saying much.
Heading into the finals for the 4th straight year, the Celtics were the walking wounded. Bird was excellent, but the Lakers were simply too much.
Right.
Boston was defeated, but Bird still had some magic left in his career.
So I diagrammed the play. He says, heck with the play, Case. Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry. I'm the coach here. Okay. All right. Dennis, you take the ball out, give it to Kevin, then you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way. He goes down before the ball is thrown in, and he's standing right in front of the bench, and he looks at all the guys on the bench and says, I'm getting the ball, I'm going to put it in the hoop.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, how much shit he talked, right?
And where do we go? It's going to go to Bird.
You still can't do nothing about it.
It's all over. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? He hit a three-pointer with no time on the clock, and they win the ball game.
Now, that's what you call arrogance.
He was a trash-talking icon.
Larry was kind of standing. I was right behind him, like denying him the ball. And they called a timeout, and he turned around and looked at me and said, I'm going to score right here on you.
Five, and Bird has the basketball.
I just looked back, and the ball just went in, hit all net. And he said, I told you so.
But the magic of Larry Bird was not on the basketball court, was not in the locker room. It was in his ability to create an atmosphere of excitement wherever he went.
Aiming to win his 3rd straight three-point contest, Bird famously walked into the locker room and asked the competition, which one of you is coming in second?
I said it just to break the ice, but truthfully, I meant it. I mean, I knew I was probably going to win the contest.
Larry won again on the final shot.
At the buzzer with the two-point ball, 17-15, defeats the long-distance shootout crowd at Chicago Stadium.
His third title in a row. Back to back to back.
After that 7-game war with Dominique, including that's the Dominique's most famous game, the Game 7 loss to Larry, where Larry scored 20 in the fourth quarter and they move on.
Bird kills you.
Throughout his career, Larry had embodied the Boston grit, blue-collar, hard work, toughness. So when injuries began to diminish Bird's playing time, it felt like the end of an era.
How much longer do you think you're going to play? Well, Quinn, you know, me and you are probably the only ones that really talked about in depth, but it's really hard for me to say right now.
Larry had two jobs his last 7 years of playing. It was playing basketball, and then it was him being committed to taking care of his back.
His 13th season with the Celtics, and lately those seasons have been difficult owing to both back and heel injuries. He's missed the Celtics' last 8 games, and he won't be in uniform for their game later today against the Spurs.
The final years of Larry's career was a story of never-ending injury.
13 years of hard work, sweat, toil, and pain produced fame and fortune for one Larry Joe Bird.
In 88-89, you played like only 6 games. Right. You were recovering.
And in 1989, he has bone spurs and back issues, and that's basically the end. But what an unbelievable 10-year run.
Bird was forced to miss more and more time.
Introducing Ultimate Speed from Comcast Business. It's our fastest internet plans yet.
Don't miss out on our fastest speed plans yet. Ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call today.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio, podcast, whatever it is.
Damn.
After 13 seasons, Larry Legend's body could take no more.
The show does not go on for Larry Bird. The Super Celtic has walked off the floor for the final time as a player. The chronic back problems forced his retirement.
You know, I would like to play a little bit longer, maybe a year or two more, but there's just no way possible I was going to be able to do that. So today I'm retiring, and I'm still going to be around, but not in the capacity I once was.
The words legend, great, best, they were used often, but maybe Pat Riley said it best. Pro basketball has just thrown away the mold. After 13 seasons, at age 35, Larry Bird retired Tuesday in Boston.
That's a good age to retire.
24, 10, and 7 in the playoffs.
Yeah. Bird's number was hung in the rafters, but his basketball journey wasn't quite finished.
For more than half a century, the U.S. was so dominant in basketball that its collegiate players were all that was needed to win the gold.
And here's the thrusting for the USSR. They win it 82-76.
Those other countries were using pros, playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
Loss after loss for U.S. basketball at these.
The Olympics would now allow professional athletes to compete for the first time, opening the door for the formation of a team.
There was an idea called the Avengers Initiative.
Moments ago, the Dream Team boarded the bus outside their hotel along the Ramblas.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60.
A team unlike any other.
A 6'6" guard, Michael Jordan.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures.
What may well be the best basketball team ever assembled.
Karl Malone.
The Dream Team was assembled, and Larry Bird got one last moment in the sun.
So suddenly the lead stretches to 15. Oh!
The Dream Team is credited with bringing NBA basketball to the world.
Tim Hustle, number 14 with the score.
It's all of one guy. Seemed like Jordan was going hawk, yo.
He scored 252 points.
It seemed like Jordan was going hard.
in that whole like series. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a team full of stars, yo. Why your man going hard, yo?
That's just who he was, bro.
I locked Jordan up. Yo.
Waiting for hello.
An entire generation of kids in Europe watched the Dream Team in awe.
Prior to the U.S. beating these teams by 60 points, they pose at midcourt.
It's a watershed moment in the history of sports. Not just the Olympics, not just basketball.
The Olympics were a send-off to one of basketball's
hit the button.
all-time greats.
Gotta say this. Them Barcelona 7s, still some of my favorite pair of Jordans.
For real? They call it the Barcelona 7s?
The Barcelona 7s. With the number 9 on the back. That's how you know yours official. You gotta have that number 9 on the back.
Yes, look at these numbers. 31 straight points at one stretch. 46-1 run by the United States.
It gave birth to international stars who had nothing to do with those games in '92.
The legend, Larry Bird.
Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Nobody.
Nobody.
Make it so.
Nobody brings it
bro.
home.
Did you just play this because they just won?
Who?
The Celtics.
No.
Okay.
But they did just win. Nobody brings it home like Joe Vincent. Oh, man, incredible story.
Incredible story.
Boy, this came out 3 weeks ago. What you talking about?
Okay.
So I'm looking at it to where as though this will be a first documentary about it. I can see if it been on here, but this
I'm just asking.
And I'm telling you.
Okay.
What you think about this incredible documentary, bro?
Joey V does some incredible documentaries, bro. I've been a subscriber for a long time, Joe. So, bro, just keep putting in that good work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about every documentary you put out, bro. It's just good, bro. It's just good how you break it down from start to finish.
Facts. Everything be adding up to
he does and everything like that.
Everything be adding up, man. Y'all gave me I was able to like visualize myself back then. not literally. I'm just talking about like you
shut up, yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying though. Not literally, not me personally visual. I'm just saying like just think about like the rules and how it was, like how you say the capacity and how hot it was in the gyms. It probably was more NBA gyms that didn't have no heat for real.
Yeah.
But you got the popular gyms or the popular teams that got everything.
Imagine all the high school gyms that didn't have any heat that was popular in these cities that went against rival high schools.
That's what I'm saying. Think about LA and how much money they got. Boston Celtics probably took that personal, like, dang, y'all stadium getting all this money. Y'all can't put AC in out. Yeah, y'all can't put AC in out.
Playboy Mansion down
there. That's what I'm bro.
Crazy, bro.
The like the rivalries was real live rivalries.
Real live rivalries, bro.
Yeah, and it
wasn't hanging out with each other.
Yeah,
like they do nowadays,
bro. And then it seemed like it was poverty issues too.
Of course.
So that made the rivalry a little bit more intense. Nice. Oh, in Hollywood or the Lakers, they get a little bit more favor in certain things, and we winning too. You feel me? So I'm just saying, when I say visualize, bro, like I said, the referees, how the game was being played was realistic. How they let the fans run on the court, man. People probably get shot trying to run on the court now, bro. Bro, they let the game of basketball be basketball,
bro.
And that's what was so dope about this, man. And Larry, man, he was the king, bro. Like how they say, if you can't put him in your top 5, I don't care about all that KD this and somebody this. Hey, man,
it was definitely top 5.
Yeah, bro. For somebody to be the face of the NBA, you automatically gotta be top 5. Right. Larry was the face of the NBA, bro. Right. You feel me? So if y'all new to this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Right. I'm Nick DUNSON.
Movie DUNSON.
And we out, baby. 1.